Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta.
Wait, I have it. God.
I was even late for you to make it happen. What
I
happened?
had it in my hand. It just was like,
It was fighting you
it was
from opening.
it was too close to the can.
Welcome back, Tim.
Do I have to be back? I'd rather be in paradise sipping on fruity drinks and tequilas and
Yeah.
Yeah, where
Not
you were in Cancun?
Cancun, North Cancun, but it was good. Really good resort. I missed all the carnage of Georgia State basketball. Apparently, we didn't do so well.
Yeah, I guess you can't leave.
It is my fault.
Yeah, you can't go.
I take full
just in
blame.
from Georgia State University. We have a coaching problem, guys. Breaking news.
We do. I thought it's just because I'm in
I don't know.
Cancun.
What do you got, Tim? Is it players? Is it opponents? Or do we have a coaching problem?
I'm gonna have to say coaching. At least if we could play like just a smidge of defense, just a smidge, we'd probably
Did
win
you get to
way
watch-
more games.
Did you get to watch either of the games?
The only game I got to watch was Coastal Carolina.
Oh God, the one you don't want to watch.
I know. I came into it all confident. I'm like, we got this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were predicted to win. I had a family member was in town visiting, and so I had the game on while we were visiting with my wife's aunt. And so we're doing great. At halftime, we're up by 10 points, and she decides it's time to leave. And I'm like, you realize if you leave and we lose this game, that it's all your fault.
You're never coming back.
Well, you got to stay for every game. And so sure enough, I text her. I'm like, yeah, so that 10-point lead took it up to 13, and now we're going to overtime. And now we've lost the game. I don't think she really felt like it was that big of a deal, but I really do blame her for all of this. So blame Aunt Sue.
She should care
Sue.
more.
We need you to stay, Aunt Sue, for W's.
Man, that was just, we're on a 4-game losing streak, 4-game road trip, 4-game losing streak.
Consistency? I don't know. I mean, I really thought we should have beat Coastal Carolina.
Consistency is we can't win on the road, right? I mean, like we had our like one or two that we pulled out at the beginning of the season, but then like we just fallen right back into last season where it's just we cannot win on the road.
This is a very bad Coastal Carolina team who doesn't even have a head coach. Their head coach retired in December.
Yeah.
They're with an interim head coach. We're beating them by 13 in the second half. Yep. According to what Brady wrote, we led for 39 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
They
and then
tied
we
up
that really dumb foul, right? We fouled a 3-point shooter, which is like a cardinal sin, especially with a minute to go. Just don't foul, even if he makes it.
It was just absolutely atrocious. I don't turn games off because I have to really let the misery just sink in all the way inside of me. But man, I wanted to turn the channel off during that game or channel. Not even channels anymore. App.
ESPN Plus.
I wanted to exit out of that app and go into a different app.
My internet to go out immediately.
Just go outside and cut the cable.
Well, let's not be hasty.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. We just didn't play defense. I mean, I hate to admit it, but the Hayes experiment is not looking so hot right now.
So a lot of people, say that with a new head coach, you got to give them 3, maybe 4 years to get their team and their scheme, whatever, in play. But Coach Hayes came in and pretty much had his own team last year. And with the transfer portal, he has a whole brand new team this year. These are his guys.
Yeah,
this is the basketball that he, and when we came here, one thing that was just beaten down over our heads was how good of a recruiter this guy is. Like, recruiting will never be a problem while Coach Hayes is here, with the convocation center and just his style of the kind of guy he is, and really befriending the recruits and just, his whole arms around the city type thing. It would not be a problem. Well, why aren't we getting better players, and why aren't we winning games?
Coaching? I mean,
Well, if it's
what
coaching,
happens?
if it's coaching, then it's hard to lay it at the feet of the players that we have, right? If it's recruiting, that is part of coaching, but I don't think it's that. I mean, we saw Coach Hunter come in with a team that had been doing very poorly and really do well with them. So it's not necessarily the players, and we've seen them do well. Like, we know they have it in them.
We killed Southern when they came to Atlanta.
That's
so,
the
like,
thing.
what
Destroyed
happened?
them. And
What
they
happened?
Turn around and destroy us.
We were killing Coastal in the first half of the game, and then just decided that we didn't know how to play basketball anymore or something. But I don't think Coach Hayes is getting fired mid-season. I don't think he's getting fired after the season at all. But like, what if they did fire him in the middle of the season? Who are they going to replace him with? Coach Hayes?
Hey, maybe that'd be okay.
And how do we know which one's actually really coaching?
Are you sure which one you fired?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, and that brings up a good point. Are we sure we know which one's coaching?
Well, they're both there.
Honestly, no.
I can't tell.
Tell is the height of their the ankles on their pants.
Right, Jarvis wears like high waters or something like that,
a
or
little
freeze.
bit.
I don't know.
I know. That's it. Basketball's going to be rough this season, guys.
And how bad does it suck that we had Coach Hunter and Coach Lanier come in here and just make Georgia State the best team in conference year in, year out, while we're at the sports arena at a glorified high school gym, and now we have this brand new facility, and we're just absolute garbage. We're the worst team in not the worst team in conference, but we're really trying to be.
Let's move back. Let's swap. Let volleyball take the convocation center. We'll take the sports arena.
I actually thought about that.
Well, I do still think you're overplaying Lanier's success here. That he was riding a wave and just didn't happen to fall off it.
If he stayed one more year, it wouldn't have been pretty.
I think that's
no.
True.
I'm not
disagreeing
with that.
SMU and the American or ACC.
They're moving to ACC.
Yeah, we'll never know if that's true, but I think that's true.
Yeah.
No, Ryan, I don't disagree. Actually, it's even in my notes that Coach Lanier kind of just kept the train rolling with Hunter's guys and everything. He brought in some of his own, but yeah, it'd be very interesting to see if you had your little your Marvel what if universe watcher guy. You could go back and say, what if Coach Lanier would have stayed for one more year? See what that team would have been like. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. We got Coach Hayes, and the thing is, I like Coach Hayes.
I like the hire. He was a great hire. Yeah, for sure.
I still like the hire. We got a local guy. We keep on preaching about how much we want local talent to stay around.
Sure.
Well, keeping a local coach is even better. They know the area and everything. I think it's awesome. But
he's exactly the type of coach that we want. We should expect moving forward. Like,
if you went into your little magic box and you try to document exactly the kind of coach you'd want to coach Georgia State, outside of somebody being instead of being like an RJ Hunter, somebody that played at Georgia State and then coming back and coaching. But yeah, somebody who's from Georgia, who's had success. I guess he wasn't a head coach prior, other than the interim thing at Xavier.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna get that. That's what is going to be common for our head coaches. Is going to be you hire a good assistant coach from somewhere that's successful. And he even had the head coaching experience, though, in the postseason. So it's like you sort of knew that he had a little bit of something there.
He was undefeated until he got here.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have like a RJ Hunter in his back pocket or DeMarcus Simons, right? Like he hasn't made those. I mean, let's be fair. RJ Hunter playing for his dad, that's a perfect match. But he did recruit DeMarcus Simons. He came here and he was pretty freaking good, if you ask me. So
yeah, it was great. I mean, whenever you talk about the best players and the Coach Hunter or the past 10, 15 years, it's RJ and then DeMarcus Simons are the two that are always the first that come out of anybody's mouth. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Also best player to get technical fouls, DeMarcus Simons.
Hey, if our cheerleader doesn't get a technical, then I don't, exactly. That's all that matters to me.
But like, his recruits are good.
Harrow was pretty good at
Harrow was good too. Yeah,
Harrow's technicals
right there.
He was definitely good at getting technicals.
Yeah,
too.
no, that's what I was looking for. I thought we were talking about people getting teased.
I mean, the two of them as a duo, tops in getting technical fouls for Georgia State basketball.
Yeah,
like easily. But yeah, like Hayes just hasn't had that home run recruit, I guess. I mean, Taylor's great, Lane's great, Odom is Odom. Sometimes he's amazing. Sometimes we're all probably thinking at the end of that game, what took you so long to drive to the hole, and why did you try to make it instead of passing?
Right.
I think he's really aware of what the rest of the team is able to do around him in any given moment, and sometimes he doesn't pass it because he knows they ain't gonna make it either.
No, come on. You got Taylor, Lane, Turner, Tucker. I mean,
yeah, they're very often cold.
I know, but I don't know.
So,
clutch moments, Odom just doesn't seem to deliver. Just we all watched last season, right? When he played.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he passes it around when the rest of the team is like on it, and when they're not, he just sort of stops. He tries to pick up the team and carry them, and then sometimes he can and sometimes he can't.
Yeah.
Well, when they pass the ball around, when they hold on to the ball and they pass it around and they find their openings, they're pretty good. But then as soon as they started getting behind in the second half, it was like, no, let's go 3-pointer. Nope, 3-pointer. Nope, 3-pointer. Like immediately shooting. They weren't like taking their time to do what they know how to do and play their kind of game.
It's our expert game plan. Shoot threes.
Like
you make them.
Them and the Detroit Lions this week just don't know how to play a game in the second half.
Hey, glass houses and all that. I don't think we're allowed to talk shit about the Lions.
The Blue Cats, we own them.
We're the only ones allowed to talk shit about the Lions. One or the other.
Real quick, Ryan, did your dog shrink and become a cat?
I don't have a dog.
You have a cat now?
I have a cat. Yeah, I have. Well, I'm gonna have 2 cats.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and you know what? He did not name his cat Pounce. Come on, I was like, did you name the cat Pounce? He's getting 2 counts. I'm like blue and white. Name the cat's blue and white. And apparently, having children means they get to name the cat.
Yeah, I didn't name the cats.
You're gonna call this cat Chocolate Chip all the time.
Yeah, apparently.
That's a mouthful.
Cece,
Choco,
Kitty,
Chip.
Name one Choco, the other one Taco. You can have Choco Tacos.
See, look, Tim's not even on board with your Georgia State names.
This is coming from the guy who named his dog Dog. So.
Oh yeah, well,
that's a solid name.
Yeah, he was a solid dog until I killed him.
God.
Dumb broken back.
Wow. That turned
I didn't
dark.
take a baseball to his head. I was just there while I paid somebody to inject lethal chemicals into his body. Yeah, it was a good day.
Okay,
Really
so back to Georgia State basketball. Coastal Carolina.
No, I think I'm actually more interested in killing my dog than I was in this basketball team right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying, no, this is so frustrating. So my question is, or one of my many questions is, the Sun Belt is not known for being a basketball conference. And, you have teams, I guess Bob Marlin's always put Lafayette towards the top of the list over there, but it's kind of hit or miss. Teams are pretty good for a couple of years, then they're not. Georgia State was the exception. We were just dominating the conference. It was, we never lost at home, and we beat you at your place most of the time as well. It's just run the SBC was just part of Georgia State life in the Sun Belt Conference. Now, I think we've had 3 losing seasons since rejoining the Sun Belt. Coach Hayes was one of those last year, and this would be the 3rd one if it happens again this year. But based off what projections are, we're still going to be at a losing season. If Coach Hayes does not work out, and again, I don't think he's getting fired during the game. During the game, I think he's getting fired during the game. I think at halftime.
If he got fired,
dude, you gotta go.
If he got fired during the game, I would high five Charlie Cobb because that's balls.
What if it was Dr. Blake who actually fired Cobb? What if it was Dr. Blake that fired Cobb and Coach Hayes mid-game?
And he calls him out like it's gonna be one of those like tic-tac-toe games or something, and then he's just like, you know what, get out.
And just like the 80s movies, like Dr. President Blake comes in and coaches the team for the second half, and we come back and we win it by like a mid-court 3-point. Speaking of mid-court 3-point,
he brings in the cheerleader from back in the day, and she's the star player. She's still got eligibility.
Exactly. Yeah.
She shoots a mid-court shot at the buzzer and wins.
Speaking of mid-court shots, I think, was it the Marshall game? Was it the Marshall game that Odom just launched it from mid-court to seal out the halftime? Yeah, it was amazing. But So yeah, Dr. President Blake is going to be at
You
the
know
Bobby
what? I didn't
Boucher.
see that shot, but I saw him like run off of the court, like laughing. Like he like shoots it and like almost doesn't even look at it go in. Just runs off the court like excited as all hell because he knew it was going in. It's
I
great.
scared my kid. I scared my kid that night. I just like jumped up and shouted something, and Daddy, you scared me. I'm like, well, you should be in bed. This is what happens when you're awake.
Daddy,
Or pay
scary
attention
during
to the game so you
basketball
know when I'm
games.
going to be excited.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pay more attention. Oh man, tonight my Carter comes up to me and she's like, "Put on Daddy shows." And my other daughter had Pitch Perfect on. I'm like, "Well, this is a Daddy show because I love Pitch Perfect. I was listening to the soundtrack today at work," and
All right.
she's like, "No,
fun facts.
football." And I'm like, we don't have football for like another 2 weeks, and then we won't have football for 6 months. She started crying because she wants football to be on.
Nice.
Sounds like you're about to start rewatching Georgia State football.
I'm gonna need this United Football League, this Dwayne the Rock Johnson American Football League thing. I'm gonna need it to be. They need an Atlanta team. You know, Atlanta team.
Is there another startup
There's
happening?
another league. Where are all the teams located this time?
So the Rock bought XFL, and they already had the American Football League. It already kind of come back, or somebody was operating on that name, and they announced 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. I don't know. They announced during NFL that they were going to merge to the United Football League, and they're bringing the XFL
Everybody's
teams and
like,
the AFL.
wait, there's two things to merge? What are you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Spring football or summer football. That's where it's at. Forget the NFL.
So there's no Vince McMahon anymore? That's because he's no longer WWE anymore either. So
No, he's on his yacht somewhere enjoying life.
yeah.
Dana White's the new Vince McMahon.
Who?
Dana White, the UFC guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. But no, so UFL, I think the closest team to us is Birmingham. I could get on a Birmingham train, but then being from Memphis has the Showboats. And Showboats were a team back when I was a kid in Memphis. So I kind of have they used to have a bus that they decorated up like a well, there's a lot of little cruise boats, showboats that go around the river over there. So it's kind of I remember telling my dad when talking about getting an NFL team, because Memphis they pride themselves on their Egyptian heritage, and this is like 80s crap. I'm like, we should be called the Pharaohs, like the Egyptian pharaohs. And my dad's like, no, they'll call us a bunch of fairies. I'm like, yeah, showboats are fairies, Dad.
Yeah.
And now it's a football team.
There we go. Anyhow,
so back to Georgia State basketball. What happens if
Yes.
we win Thursday against App, the number one team in the conference?
we have we have a 29% chance of beating Appy State.
Yeah.
No, so that's something Brady wrote this article on Panther Talk about, what needs to happen now, and
we need to win Thursday.
Brady, it's a great article. He holds nothing back about what's going wrong with this program, but he ends the article, like the last paragraph is like, well, back to the title of this article about what needs to happen. It was like, we need to win games. No effing S, Brady.
Amazing. Holy shit. We need to win games.
Not discrediting you, Brady, at all. It was a great, very well written article, but to bring it all together, like win games, like that's a John Madden. You know what? Brady, he does the writings, but maybe he's the John Madden of Georgia State right there.
I think I'm rubbing off on him. Just win, baby.
So I should
stop rubbing off on people, Ryan.
Whoa, it feels good.
You should read the article if you haven't read it. Just don't read the last sentence or the title. Read the meat on the inside.
Yeah. If you don't read the title and you read everything but the last paragraph, great article. If you read the title and you read everything but the last paragraph, you're going to be like, he never said what we had to do. But if you read that last paragraph, you're going to be like, yeah, I know. But
people come to this podcast for that sort of hard hitting reporting.
But he does say one thing in there about what Georgia State needs to do, and other than win. But what he says is win is we need to do to other teams what we let Trash Down South and Coastal Carolina do to us. We gotta win. We gotta make the upsets. Right now we're projected to go 5 and there's 10 games left in the season.
Okay.
The regular season. We're projected to go 5-5. One of those wins is over projected wins is over Miami of Ohio, the MAC Challenge return trip.
All right.
So yeah, but if we do that, we have a losing record. I think what is it? It's 9-11
right now.
14-16. If we do what ESPN says we're going to do, we end the season 14-16. So what this team needs to do is find a way to beat the teams that we're not projected to beat, and win the teams that we're projected to win.
All right.
So.
Doesn't seem too hard.
Well, and also one of those games is Old Dominion. I think it's up there at Old Dominion. We have a 50% chance to win. I'm like, well, is that a tie? Are they calling that a tie? No, the score they predict us to win by 1 point, 76-75.
Yeah, perfect. Well,
That's pretty high scoring.
we'll wrap that up easily.
So they think we're going to
That's-
shoot well.
We are
Yeah.
a good shooting team. I mean, we still have been putting up points. You know, we only scored 68 against Marshall. We put up, I guess, it's overtime. But put 83 against a bad Coastal
90
team.
against Southern when we're at home.
It does feel like there's no middle ground with this team though. We are
No.
either hot or not. Like it's either everything is going or nothing is.
Yeah, it was nothing going in that second half. That's for and yeah, you're right, though, Ryan. Like, we talked about this not last week, 2 weeks ago, about how good we were feeling about this team. Like, they finally seemed like they were putting things together against Trash Down South, and then whatever other team we played. Was it? I forget who we played that week.
I don't remember. Yeah, but
We
yeah,
were
at home we
looking
had
good.
two really
We
good
played
games. at
Old
home.
Dominion.
Old Dominion. Yeah,
we
you're right.
looked
It
good.
was Trash Down South and Old Dominion. We looked
Remember
good.
that
We played
game?
well.
Well, I mean, the first half of Old Dominion, that was disaster. And then we came
back and we won the game.
But that was further exemplifying, like, hey, maybe we've turned a corner, right?
Yeah.
We were excited about that fact that like we were able to turn it around and come back.
And now we're on a 4-game road trip, 4-game losing streak, projected to lose both of these games we have on Thursday and Saturday.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna drink in the parking lot and then in the stadium or in the whatever we call it, the box.
Hey, get there early on Thursday, buddy. DJ Vaughn in the house.
Who?
Well, I'm not gonna be in there, but I'm glad the students are. Oh wait, but it's the most important. First 500 students. Popeye's chicken sliders.
That is so much better than donuts.
I know. I'm like, I might go in.
You're gonna sign up for a class today?
I
So
would
you can-
rather have Popeye's chicken sliders than what they serve in the hospitality thing underneath.
I do like Popeye's chicken.
Dude,
It's
I
good
know
chicken.
people like make fun of it and whatever. Yeah, I think it's great.
Popeyes?
I like Popeye's chicken.
Mrs.
Popeye,
Winners? Popeyes?
you know what? I'll take Popeyes over KFC. Said it.
I'm with you.
I don't think that's like
I think
weird.
KFC is like a mushier breading.
It
Popeyes
steams
is
or something like
crispy.
that.
Yeah.
They
It's like-
pressure cook
it's
it.
like it's like saturated in grease.
Tastes good though.
Not in a good way.
Tell us about the good ways to be saturated in grease, Ryan.
In Ryan's bed.
Grease. I like how you use the word grease to be
This isn't that
saturated.
kind of podcast.
That's the after call.
No, that's after call. Yeah, that's not even last call.
Ask me again at last call.
No, I will not do that. Where are we at? Yeah,
Did I
no.
get y'all flustered?
I don't know where
David?
We're excited.
No, honestly,
We're
right
not
now,
really
I haven't
sure.
eaten dinner yet. And like Popeye's chicken is sounding really good right now,
Like,
but
no,
there's no
that's just-
Popeyes
yeah.
around here.
I hear you.
I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm not a big fast food person, but the fast food I don't like is all around my house, and the fast food I don't like is nowhere near it, which means I either eat food I don't want to eat, or thankfully I'm not eating what I do want to eat all the time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think it did, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Are there any other Georgia State sports going on right now?
I don't know.
No. I think men's
I think-
tennis is like 4-0 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Saw
think
some
tennis,
tweets
the
somewhere.
tennis, baseball starts up in a couple of weeks. They start like right there at the middle of February, mid-late February, or something like that. I haven't really paid attention. I didn't start preparing for this until like an hour ago.
It's too cold for baseball still.
Men's tennis is 4-0. Support the men's tennis team. There you go.
Go men's tennis. Menace.
Do they still play at the park?
No, they
The-
don't.
Like in
No,
Peachtree
they play
City or
they
something.
play in like Fayetteville or something, right? Or Peachtree City.
Peachtree City.
Yeah.
And I think they play Tech this week, maybe.
I think you're right. I think they are playing at Tech this year. This week.
This
at some point.
Friday.
Has anybody ever gone to like a tennis match, a Georgia State tennis match, like as a fan? Like, I would assume there's probably parents there.
I've been at Piedmont Park when they used to play there, and I walked by, but I wasn't there for that. Does that count?
I also walked by while they were like warming up for a match.
I mean,
but
is
I did
there
not
a
stick
place
around.
for an audience at any of these places?
Well, Piedmont Park did not have like bleachers or anything. That you could, well, not that I looked, but I don't recall there being bleachers around the tennis courts over there.
Yeah, I don't think there is. You could stand there and watch, I guess.
It was a great marketing thing because they actually had the Panther had the Georgia State stuff all around the things. Like when people went and played their regular, amateur stuff or whatever leagues that play there and everything, they were playing on Georgia State branded courts. Not the court itself, but like the fencing.
All the extra stuff.
Yeah, we can't get enough Georgia State marketing around the city because we don't have any. Oh, that's a topic I was thinking about.
One of my coworkers sent me a link to the sleep mask from the sleep mask offer from the airport. I'm like, all right,
I
cool.
saw that. Yeah,
I mean, it's been up for
2 years,
a few years now. I feel like
used to be the mask really great for COVID.
That is like such the weirdest marketing thing.
I agree. People that don't live here.
Yeah, which I guess you want to expand that brand. But it's weird. It's really weird to be in the airport and these trains and
get a free sleep.
Like I would rather them just like promote the games on the billboard outside of the park. Like, can we do that? We own that thing. We're not paying the airport for this stuff.
My kid just tried beer.
Delta. We need some Delta airplanes that are just painted blue with the Panther head all over it. Send those. That's our marketing. We're gonna fly Delta planes all over the world with. Oh, there's a cat head. We're gonna fly planes all over the world with Georgia State logos all over it. That's better than train doors at Hartsfield.
Or we can just market to people in the city.
Just market Georgia State. I don't know. You don't have to give them a free mask, right?
My kid uses the sleep mask every night. She loves it.
All right, fine.
The mask, the eye mask, the sleep mask, and the face mask together line up to be a perfect pounce head or panther head. I guess it's not pounce head. Panther head's not pounce.
And I cannot get my kid to wear her Georgia State little like jacket thing that I got her. She's like, well, unless it's a Georgia State event, I'm not going to wear it. And I'm like, but it's chilly and this is nice for that. She's like, nah.
Oh, my kid was wearing she picked out her own clothes today. She put on a long sleeve Brave shirt.
Nice.
I'm very proud of her.
Impressive.
Yeah. I was okay with that. So, are we done with basketball? We killed basketball. I mean, Coach Hayes has killed basketball.
Kill it. They're killing it themselves.
Yeah.
I think we're done with basketball. 4-game losing streak isn't the most exciting topic.
Yeah, that's what I told Kim before I came down here. I was like, well, this will be fun. 4-game losing streak. That's going to be it. She's like, fun,
Positives. Dwayne Odom had 30 points at Coastal.
In all 4 games.
In a loss.
That he lost the last second.
But maybe he's ready to come alive now.
Oh, wait, he didn't lose it. So he scored 30 points.
I know. That was like the weirdest. I don't know, Ryan, if you watched the game. You probably didn't. That was like the weirdest sequence. We foul the guy, we get the ball back, and we need to score. And we take up as much clock as possible. And then he misses. He drives to the hole and misses. It's like, what are we doing? We had to score right now. We don't have the luxury of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like coaching. It's like, did they not tell him what to do? Like, hey, just go drive right all the way. Don't even sit out the 3-point line, dribble around. Just, we need you to score immediately.
Right.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was very frustrating. Very frustrating. I do have one more basketball topic.
We do.
Cool.
What is it?
It's going to be 60 degrees on Saturday and sunny.
Wow.
Nice.
So tailgating should be on, right?
Springtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kim's flying out of town for the week. So I'm going to cash in on my points to be able to hang out before I have to be a dad 24/7 solo for 5 days, 6 days. So I will be there. I'm ready to tailgate on
I'll
Saturday.
have child though. Yeah, but yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be with child.
I'll be with child.
There's like trees and shit she can climb in. We're good.
You can
There's usually other
you can,
kids and stuff too. So
you can walk home. See, that's fine. When I'm with child at games, I got to drive home afterwards. That doesn't work out too well.
That's not fine.
That's not fine.
No.
I can't wait for them to be old enough to drive themselves. Drive themselves.
drive you.
I could not care any less about my kids driving themselves. Drive me home, kiddo.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like that's the pub crawl I want to be on. I want my kid to just drive me around all day long, just going to different bars.
Yeah.
Come on, kid, we're going bar hopping.
Exactly. Bring your Kindle. You're staying inside.
Bring your Kindle.
Just leave in the car, Kindle, and then you stroll on out. They take you to the next bar.
Exactly.
Or home if you want to go home, but who wants to do that?
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right. Football renewals.
Yeah,
Ticket
I was
renewals went out.
We're gonna talk about it.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think about it just now.
It's more expensive, right? That's what I think. I thought that's
$38 more per club ticket.
Is that what it is?
That's I haven't looked at it yet. That's what the
mine goes
said in our
618
group chat.
618 for 4 tickets, I guess. To
So I'm thinking, I think I'm dropping my tickets down. Yeah, I always go by myself. Why am I paying for 4 tickets? I'm thinking I'm going 1 ticket.
One ticket. You're not even going to drop down to 2?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2. Just in
know
case.
how easy it is to get a ticket to the game
I
if
know.
Kim decides she wants to come or the kids want to come or something like that.
There's
Kids
tickets
get it for free
everywhere.
anyways.
Yeah.
So I can't. I thought about dropping my donation as well, but then I get kicked out of the pack board and lose my
You have to
tailgate
donate.
spot. But hell,
Yeah, you gotta.
Here's the
Tailgate
thing:
spot
is
is key.
I'm not going to drop my donation, and I am going to get kicked out of tailgating on the bricks and a parking spot on Georgia Avenue that I do use every week.
And you're gonna tailgate on the bricks.
I joked about this in the group text, but I'm thinking more seriously about it. What if we take our tailgate outside of the bricks?
Summerhill A,
I mean,
right at the corner.
We have a good time. I'm tired of people telling me what I can and can't do. And the only thing is we need to bring our own power. I can figure that out. We can figure that out. We have
Generators.
resources.
Yeah.
yeah, we could just buy a generator.
Yeah.
People
know.
have those for tailgates. What?
We have a few months to talk about it, but I'm entertaining the idea of just relocating out in the green lot or lot A or something like that.
Is lot A like an exclusive lot? Like you have to have a pass to get in?
I mean, not when we get there. I pull in there all the time and leave my car there during the game.
Is that the green lot? Is that the same thing?
No, that's the corner.
No, lot A is over here by
across from the bank.
The Summerhill lot.
The people that don't know how to scan your pass. That's all of them. But
I walk over. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I was thinking Summerhill A just because it's closer to the stadium and we can kind of like set up on a corner if we want to do that.
And we can go get beer from Halfway Crooks or food from Woods Chapel or Juniors or
Publix.
burgers or donuts, whatever we want to do. Publix is right there. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
food
we'll
doesn't
make
have to
our own.
change at all. Whatever.
Right.
Nothing has to change. We just have to buy some tents. I mean, and we all have tents.
And we've all got tents, and we give Georgia State less money. Or sorry, we don't give Georgia State less money. We save money.
Well, I wouldn't give them less money. That's the thing. I'm just getting booted for nothing.
Well, I mean, I'm dropping my
for existing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because what is the new amount to get into on the
It's
bricks?
1,000 now. I had dropped to 500.
It's 1,000.
I had only up to 500 to 1,000 to sit in the padded seats or whatever when I thought hospitality was included, and that was sort of a bait and switch situation first year
at the box.
That was definitely a bait and switch. Yeah.
No,
then I moved back down to 500, but now I'm getting kicked out of.
No, I think I'm going to drop my basketball ticket down to 1 ticket too. I mean, that saves me thousands of dollars, $1,000 a year.
Thinking about all the extra tailgate supplies and drinks and food.
Drinks.
Well, just drinks.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I drove down to one, and
I don't,
when Lizzie is with me, I have no problem getting her a ticket.
Yeah, well, football is free for 12 and under.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And the whole reason why I got 4 tickets to the the football stadium when we got that was I expected us to be good at football at some point, and I would need to make sure that I had 4 seats next to me available.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
They're always there.
Yeah, so I think I'm dropping down. I'm dropping my tickets down. I'm gonna get rid of 3 football and 1 basketball.
Dang.
All right.
Dang.
So that's like $1,000 right there, close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll maybe move the tailgate out. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. I mean, I can't control the tailgate thing. That's got to be a group decision.
Yeah. I mean, we could. I know there's plenty of people that do tailgate in the green lot too, right where that pathway is, the walkway. Like if we get there obviously early enough, I think there's some spots that actually back up to that grass.
That's what I was thinking was the green lot the entire time, but when
there's trees,
whichever one of you said, I think Tim, it was you that said,
I said
lot
A
A.
lot. Yeah,
that actually that still makes you more visible. I still want to be seen. I need my I need the eyeballs on me. I need to feel like people notice me.
David, nobody's looking at you.
Everyone's looking at us. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about David specifically.
Oh,
they're looking at us because we're the only thing that's ever there.
I know. It's gonna be so empty without us if we're not there.
I know.
I was thinking the A lot. There's like when you pull in, there's right on the curb. There's like 3 or 4 spots on the left, closest to the intersection.
Yeah,
and there's like a grassy, it's grass area of. I guess it's what do they put in there? And it's not grass. It's just dirt. But there's 4 spots right there. Mulch, sure. Well, that's when they mulch it. But there's like 4 spots right there. You can park there, set up tents. Like that would be primo.
Tim, I like that you're running with this. Yeah, I like this thought process. Maybe we should just go tailgate one day at Lot A.
Just for basketball. Just try it.
Oh, I guess we do a spring game. We do a spring game, right?
Oh, I just meant in general. Like, let's just go
hang out.
Let's just go have a tailgate.
Well, that was my initial thought, but then I was like, spring game we can do it. Yeah, let's just go tailgate there. Not during basketball season though. Still go up to the magnolia trees for basketball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think they're going to charge for us to park in the parking deck over there?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be free for some and pay for others.
It should be free for season ticket holders. That should be a benefit of having season tickets.
I would think so. You want to encourage people to come to basketball, right?
Right.
Even when we're not very good.
Hopefully we're good by the time that thing opens up next year or this year. This fall.
How long does it take to make a parking deck? Apparently a long time.
It looks done.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've seen a lot of workers in there. I've seen a couple here and there doing like some weird small things, but I've not seen a lot going on.
Do they have to like wait for cement to cure for so long or something for something that big? I bet those 14-degree temperatures cured a lot of that concrete.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's science or not.
But I know. So water freezes, but does cement freeze faster when it's cold? Does it freeze slower when it's cold?
No clue, man.
Yeah, I didn't do any labs at Georgia State, so
I didn't do that lab.
All right, are we done?
That sounds like it.
Do I have anything else? No.
Season tickets, basketball's not very good. Men's tennis is awesome.
All right, yeah, Tim, you'll lead the men's tennis talk next week. All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right, and Tim, I told Ryan last week, you guys got to get ready because we're heading into February, and then first week in March, it's all you guys. No me.
So we got a month from now. I am starting to feel like I might get sick at the end of next month.
Me too.
You can't. It's the last 2 games of the season. It's heading into conference tournament.
We'll get sick. What are you talking about? It's like,
dude, it's a podcast. You do it from home.
Yeah, I know.
You could lay in bed sick and do this podcast.
Dude, you could do it from a boat.
You could do it from a plane.
Yeah,
you can't do it from a plane.
I don't think the streaming abilities of the Wi-Fi on. Plus, I'd be coming from Curacao, or I'll be like in South America.
Cool.
I actually thought about doing it from the Cancun resort, and then no, there's no.
Nah, man, enjoy your time off.
By that point, there was no way in hell.
Am I the only one that enjoys hanging out with you guys?
So what? You would have been like, I guess what? Cancun? Is that
It's
on,
same time zone.
It's Eastern time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always forget how like
I
weird
know.
the
Isn't that
continents go.
weird? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like it should be, but it's not. So yeah, the same time, but by 9 p.m. No.
I'm sure you were
day.
tequila'd up, some rummed up quite a bit.
Rum, tequila. I don't know. I drank a lot of vodka actually still.
I'm a big vodka fan.
Spicy margaritas are good. Those are good. But I don't know. At night,
all right,
back to the basics.
definitely last call talk. Let's get out of here. Thanks for listening. We will see you after. Man, let's hope we look good. Let's hope we look good in these games on Thursday and Saturday, right? And we have a great tailgate.
We're
on Saturday.
gonna drink in the parking lot beforehand, and we're gonna have fun no matter
so
how the team does.
It'll look good no matter what. As long as you come to the tailgate.
Come to the tailgate on Saturday. We'll have a good time. All right. We're gonna go to last call. Talk some more BS. Find it on patreon.com/State of Atlanta. It is free to anyone, but you do get it early if you are a member, as little as $5 a month. Check it out, patreon.com/State of Atlanta. Also get access to the private group chat we do, discounts on merchandise, free booze at our tailgates, all that kind of jazz. So please consider subscribing and supporting the show. Thanks for listening. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.